Nice.
Checking shit out. Checking shit out. We're checking shit out. We're checking shit out. We're checking shit out. We're checking shit. Todos los días revisamos días. Adiós mía.
All right, we're here in Studio 11. Got Paul over here, Lewis. We're checking some chit out and talking some chit because we just had the amazing opportunity the other day. I was playing with my band at the Capitol Theater in Macon, Georgia.
Which was an amazing show, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir. And we got to, the day after, we went for some brunch. And we just why don't we just stop by Capricorn Studios?
Yeah.
Legend, the birth of Southern rock.
Wow.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, that was, we didn't think we were going to get in. Because we called and they were like, well, we've got a session.
Yeah.
We're like, well, okay. So we went anyway. We figured we'd check out the gift shop or whatever. And they have a little museum thing upstairs where they have listening stations. So you can check out, different old school records and stuff. It's really, really cool. And it's Mercer University that took over, right? So, it was run down for a while. And then Mercer took it over, refurbished it, added another room that's more of a big open live room. So it really has two studios, a smaller control room for the new room, but a bigger live space. And then fully restored the old stuff just like it was in the 70s or whenever, 60s and 70s. So.
Yeah, I'll have to review the footage because we were doing it so quickly because they were in the middle of the session.
Right. We ended up crashing their session.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it, but Rob Evans, who's, I guess he's maybe the main engineer down there, or one of them. I hadn't seen him since I was at Jimi Hendrix's wedding with him 30 years ago. Not the Jimi Hendrix, because he was dead. But we have an old common friend from high school named Jimi Hendrix, great guy.
The one that also lives in Alaska.
Also my neighbor in Alaska. That's right. Also my neighbor in
small
Alaska.
world.
But yeah, so I didn't realize that Rob Evans was there. And when they called back in there to check and they told him I was out there since he hadn't seen me in 30 years, he got them to take a small break so we can go in there and talk some shit. It was great.
Yeah, which is funny too. Again, the small world stuff. Rob has done front of house for Rock the 90s as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's why Hugh, he's known him for 20 plus years as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is a small world. But anyway, so wow. I think one of my favorite things about old studios is they smell like old studios. When you walk in, it smells like the 70s.
It's like burlap and wood.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And old gear. Old gear has a smell.
Yeah, and the warmth that emanates from it.
Yeah.
You can almost smell it.
They had a nice vintage API console. I think they had a Mara machine, didn't they? For a tape machine?
Did they?
I think they did. I could be mistaken, but I remember... I think it's a 24-track tunage, yeah.
Because we'll be overlaying on top of this conversation of some of the footage that I was able to get from the studio.
Yeah, so amazing live room, very traditional. Was it a compression ceiling control room? Do you remember? That was set up for quad maybe once?
I think so.
I think it was.
I'm
going off of memory now, but
and they have. Before you get into the studio that we all know, right? They kind of built out a new live room too, where they do performances.
Yep, exactly. That's what they're calling their Studio B.
Yeah.
When you look on that website.
And I'm pretty sure I got footage of it, but they have a little side control room there.
They do.
The console that they had in that room, in the B room, if I'm not mistaken, was it just
a controller or something?
I think so, like an Avid controller or something like that.
Wasn't a real console.
No, yeah. A big mouse.
But the original room is all amazing vintage gear.
Oh yeah. I mean, I couldn't. I was with the camera trying to get footage very quick, and I just hopefully reviewing it, we can see what was in there too.
Exactly. We can probably get a list online.
Yeah.
I think they do. I looked it up online. I can't remember what it is, but they have a gear list and well, we started the tour with Rob. And then I started feeling kind of guilty about crashing the session. So I was like, let's, we got to let these guys get back to work. So we dipped out of there, and then we met Timothy, who is, I think he might be a lawyer.
Yeah, entertainment lawyer.
I think so. Yeah. And he's in charge of some of the foundation stuff there as well. But great guy. And unrelated to Capricorn, there's a group that meets. We're going to meet April 7th here. We're meeting at Napoleon's. I can't remember what time, but it's like a lunch thing, I think. But it's for audio guys, sound guys, engineers over 50 who are still working. So it's kind of old guys in audio. I don't know what to call it. But he told us about
experienced guys.
Yeah, he told us about that group, so I'm super stoked to go. I'm probably going to know everybody there.
Yeah, the White Hair Collective.
That's right. And he showed us. He said, he continued the tour with us. He showed us the other studio, or whatever, with the small control room, and then he took us into the basement to see the reverb chambers. That was the best.
Which we'll overlay here, but we were there with Hugh and his wife Roz. He's the front man of our band, Rock the 90s. Yeah, and he gave us a little demonstration clip here.
Yeah.
He can't come. He's past the height. Almost. Yes. Well, I'm scared for you. Oh wait, I think I'm okay. Yeah.
We still like it.
Wow.
It's the reverb. Excited for the non-people. Okay.
Okay, I have some explaining to do.
Okay.
So basically, it's a tiled room, very reverberant. That's what these all are. These are all different size shapes. And so it's very reflective. And the speaker you see in the background there, you can take whatever, a vocal track or whatever, run it through that speaker, and then you hear that. You can hear it out here. You hear my voice just kind of like reverberating.
Get in there and
if you get in there,
get in there and sit.
Yeah, go in there and check it out. You'll see.
That's where we go. I know.
And then,
Not going in there.
depending on how close or how far.
I leave here tomorrow,
I sound so good in there. I know.
never play.
All right, our video got demonetized.
As bird now. How about you?
all right, Leonard Skinner did record here, but they didn't record that song.
Rodney Mills. He did a lot of work with us.
Oh, and do you know about the documentary they're doing on Studio One?
I heard about it. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
It's not done yet.
That was gonna tell you what Rodney-
They came and talked to me a little bit about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So.
But so like with a piece of equipment that we use now, if you want more or less reverb, you turn up the delay time or the room size or whatever parameter. But here you just move the mic closer to the speaker if you want less reverb and further away if you want more.
That's really cool.
Real simple.
That's super cool.
And what's great about these is that they're all unique. They probably will model them if they haven't already for some kind of plug-in. But like they did those.
It's like actually singing in the shower.
Yeah, exactly right.
That is
Exactly
basically
right.
A bathroom without the fixture.
Right.
That's right. It's all
Like
tile.
singing in
Yeah.
the shower. When I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. I sound good when I sing in the shower. Shit.
Oh man.
I should have got in there and sang. You want to harmonize?
This is amazing, really. I mean, man, yeah, it was cool. It was one of the coolest parts about it was that they have 4 reverb chambers. They're all slightly different shapes and sizes, so they all have a unique sound. And I think they only had one of them set up, but the traditional, they have a speaker on one end, you have a microphone on a stand, and the closer you are to the speaker, the less reverb you have.
Yeah.
And the further away you have, the more reverb, the more room or chamber, really.
If I'm not mistaken, they had a KRK in there.
Yeah, I think it
KRK
was.
speaker,
I think it
like an
was.
8-inch or something.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea. I don't know if you knew this, but KRKs, like the old ones or the original ones, used to be built by Focal.
Really?
I had no idea.
Wow. How did they get so crappy?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
But yeah, you used to see those KRKs everywhere too.
Oh yeah, we've had a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
They're not great. They're not terrible, but they're really easy to blow up. But
Yeah.
so are a lot of things. So.
Yeah. But it is like, a lot of people early 2000s kind of like grew up on those things. So they were kind of like a modern NS10 in a sense.
Kinda. Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, NS10s are crappy too.
Yeah, but it is like, if you can get the mix sounding right there, it'll translate.
Yeah, I guess that was the idea. And they were, I can't remember how many different versions, but we had 3 or 4 different versions. They're still somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Like everything else. It's still in a room somewhere.
And you know what? Now, we're getting so off topic, but if I'm not mistaken too, like I think Blackbird has a KRK2 in their reverb chamber.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just a thing, like a crappy speaker and a I think it was just like a 57 mic too. It wasn't like anything fancy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Then he showed us too around, like, because they have also like all these separate rooms, like it's like an annex built into it.
Oh, that's right.
Where there's like a bunch of instructors,
rehearsal rooms,
and
practice rooms. Yep.
And they're kind of like you get as is, they're not treated necessarily.
Yeah, it's just an office, but very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I think, what do you say, like $300?
Something like that.
I think it's like $300 a month or something crazy. It's like, damn, if I was in Macon, I'd rent an office there.
Yeah,
if I wanted to be in an office space.
Yeah, if I wasn't 2 hours away, I'd rent it right away.
Yeah. And what else did we see? Oh, we saw the original front. Remember the original Capricorn sign? They have it kind of, I think it's covered up on the outside, but from the inside of their new live space or live, you could see the back of it, right?
Yeah, the what was it? It's like a horse with a mermaid or something.
It's a Capricorn. It's a goat.
Yeah, but it had like a mermaid to it.
Oh yeah, it does have like.
We'll have to review the footage. We're so prepared here.
Yeah.
And also, which I didn't know, the famous Allman Brothers live at the Fillmore, the cover of that was not
the Fillmore.
Yeah, it was actually them in front of Capricorn.
No, it wasn't Capricorn. No. They went around the corner.
Around the corner.
But it's a building like literally right around the corner from Capricorn in Macon, where they shot that cover. I always thought it was the Fillmore too, so that was cool to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the museum just like, just showing all the heritage that was like recorded there and even later on, because like Capricorn, because we got a little insight in the history of it, but later in the 90s when Capricorn was like kind of reborn a little bit as a record label, but 311.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Chuck Lavelle doesn't live very far from there.
Yeah.
So if you want to hire Chuck Lavelle for a piano part, go to Capricorn.
Absolutely.
They'll call him right up.
Absolutely.
He's done a few parts here. He's great. He's a one taker for sure. He's like, just let him do his thing, man. He's a beast. And he still records down there. I think they may have his Yamaha piano.
Oh.
I believe he said that. Piano was Chuck's. Now I'm having flashbacks. It's been a couple months now, hasn't it?
Yeah,
feels like it's been a while, bro.
It was February. By the time, who knows when this video comes out, because we have so many lined up too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was just magical. And it's such a, I remember just driving back to Atlanta, right? With my wife, and it was just like so inspiring to get into those places. And it's just, you feel this energy that's like, it's almost like a high.
Yeah, I think that's, part of what keeps old places going. And certainly it's part of what keeps Tree Sound going. People have memories of, stuff that's been done in the past, and they feel this energy when they come in here, and they get inspired. They feel the vibe, whatever you want to call it. And that's real. I mean, it may not be for normal people. Normal people just be like, smells like the 70s, ew. But for folks like us who live this stuff, it's like, you do get inspired by it because you have the history and you have the existence of all the old stuff, and the way it feels like it's like it's like a time machine.
Yeah.
It's like we stepped into 1970, whatever. And I love that feeling.
Yeah.
I love that. It's just, it's just an amazing place. And they're open for regular tours, right? Most of the time. Like, is it like,
unless there's a session.
But not too. Oh, we didn't hang out there because we were too busy looking at the gear, but they even have a bar.
Yeah.
Right? Like right when you walk in, they have a little gift shop bar kind of area. You can hang out, have a beer, whatever. It's really cool.
which I'm blanking out on his name, but who was, I guess, the bartender. But I guess he does the tours too. He's just multi-purpose. The guy.
The guy.
Call him the guy. But I forget his name.
You'll see the guy.
Yeah, but he's in a band with my guitar player, the other Lewis. Yeah, they have a band there in the Macon area. I think it's Great Snake White Lion.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean you'll just, as soon as you see him, you'll be like, okay, this guy's
The
in
heavy
band.
metal cover band.
Yeah. This guy's in a band.
I love it.
For sure. Yeah. Great guy. But yeah, it was epic little tour. We weren't expecting it, you know.
Yeah.
We just
Man, and the Capitol Theater was packed, man. It was sold out.
not quite sold
Not
out,
quite.
but it was pretty
No,
packed.
When we got there earlier. We wanted to come early and get some food, and the line was all the way around the block.
Yeah.
Street, down 2 streets.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
It's a good time.
So super.
Yeah, if you want to check it out, there's videos already. I mixed and mastered and did all the video editing for it. There's like, I think 3 right now on the Rock the 90s YouTube channel if you want to get a feel for it.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah.
I didn't, I'm not a like big 90s guy, more like in 70s and 80s.
Same.
But I was surprised at how many great songs came out of the 90s. It was super fun.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was something growing up, like when I started playing guitar as a teenager, shred. Like,
Right.
I love the 70s and like Led Zeppelin for forever is like and then all the prog rock from the 70s. That's what I grew up with.
Right.
But then I started,
Rush.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah. Genesis.
Oh, you know what I saw the other day? I think it was on YouTube. It was a video of ELP and Keith Emerson, right? He's
Yep.
a keyboard player.
Yep.
So he's shredding this solo on a Hammond, right? And then he grabs it and he like lays down on the stage with this thing on his body, and he's like playing this solo. And then I'm looking at it going, how? And then I realize, okay, it's not actually a whole Hammond.
Yeah.
It has to be just the how they made those touring ones?
Yep.
Where it was just like the top, whatever, and everything else, the guts were like, I think it was like that. But it was the most crazy, like, keyboard solo stunt I've ever seen in my life.
That's, I always, when I look at those bands, it's like not only they were just incredible, like, musicians and they were making just such sophisticated music, but they were also incredible entertainers too.
Oh, yeah.
And I look at a lot of like the prog that is coming out nowadays, and it's like, yeah, it's great musicianship and all this stuff, but like they're not entertainers.
No, I mean, those guys are 3 dudes, and they've sold out arenas,
It's crazy.
and they put on a show.
Even bands like King Crimson,
Yeah.
where you like, what on earth is this music? And they're still selling out arenas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
Speaking of what on earth is this music, Colonel Bruce and the Late Bronze Age album, that vinyl
Frank Zappa of the South.
the Frank Zappa of the South. I found it just randomly, and it's a little bumpy. I was trying to figure out how to get the turntable dialed, and there's a couple of skips and stuff, but it's old vinyl from the set from 1980 actually. But I think most of those songs were probably crafted in the 70s.
Yeah.
And you play other people's music, it gets the copyright flag, right? Most of the albums I'm putting up there, they're getting the flag, which is fine. I'm not trying to monetize it. I just want to expose people to some cool records.
Yeah.
Often friends of mine's records. Plus, every time you spin it and listen to it, they get paid royalties.
Exactly.
So check them out. The vinyl is cool. But the Bronze Age, the Late Bronze Age is the name of that Colonel Bruce album, and I can't remember what incarnation of his bands. It was pre-Aquarium Rescue Unit by far. Might have been like Grease Band, but I can't remember. Anyway, it's the only thing that has not flagged on copyright. And I'm just waiting to see if one day they're going to flag it.
Maybe it wasn't even registered.
Maybe it wasn't. If it wasn't, I'm going to find out. I'm going to reach out to his widow and say, hey, have you ever registered this? Because if we're playing it on YouTube, she would get royalty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it should be registered.
Well, I think this is a good point to cut before we digress too much, because we can be taught this instead of a chicken chit out, it's going to be a talking chit very quick.
Yeah, and before long we'll be spinning shit.
Yeah. But thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, drop some comments too. We hopefully will be doing more studio tours too, a little bit more prepared.
Yeah.
And
Muscle Shoals.
yeah,
Coming up soon.
we'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right.
Peace out.
Checking shit out. We're checking shit out. Checking shit out. We're checking shit out. Checking shit out. We're checking